my channel. If you're new here, my name is Dani, and I get married and don't tell anybody. My mom still hasn't talked to me. All right, I don't even know how to get started with this video. If I am absolutely 100% completely honest and transparent with you guys, as per usual, not something that I felt obligated to do. It's something that I genuinely want to do because I want to share with my friends and my extended family what's going on. If you're new here, my name is Dani, and I do things without asking for permission. You know what? I am almost 36, and I have so much life experience, and life has happened for me in so many magical ways that I've gotten to the point in my life where I can genuinely tell you, I feel like I am free of the shackles that I have been held back from my entire life, because I do what I want, I go where I want, I say what I want, I wear what I want, I eat what I want, and I've just gotten to the point in my life where I realize no matter what you do, no matter where you go, what you eat, what you look like, someone's not gonna like you. You're gonna upset someone. Someone's gonna be bothered. So you might as well be 100% authentic with what sets your soul on fire. You know, if you're not hurting anybody, if you're not being unkind to anybody, if you're not disrespecting anybody, do what makes you happy and what makes you feel alive. And if me showing up at a courthouse randomly in July with the love of my life and getting married in front of nobody makes me happy, then that's the life that I've chosen to live, and I have zero regrets up until this point. So I wanted to share that with you guys. And I know that 99.99999% of you guys are gonna be ecstatic, insanely supportive, insanely excited, insanely happy for us. And I'm not here to, you know, get that praise or that support. I'm here because there are so many of you that I think can take something from this video, whether it's the understanding that there are second and third and fourth and fifth and sixth and 12th chances at love, that there is a possibility of finding yourself at a later age in life, whether it's realizing that it's okay to do what you feel in your heart is right to do, despite what other people think. And I think that there's might be some of you that are just here because you want to know where I got my super delicious, amazing, sexy leopard heels. Plus, I wanted another reason to wear this dress again. So if you guys are new here, welcome to the channel of randomness. My name is Dani, and I got married probably a month ago when you're seeing this video. So long story short, I was married for almost 10 years. I promised that I would never get married again. And a little over a year ago, I got proposed to by the most amazing, wonderful, patient, loyal, strong, supportive, respectful, handsome, perfection of a man that I just didn't know existed. You know, it's so funny how life happens. I know a lot of times we like to put ourselves in this mental state where we say life is happening to us. Life is happening to us. Like, why did that happen to me? Why did that happen to me? Why did she say that to me? Life doesn't happen to us. Life happens for us. And the best way that I could describe it is from an Instagram post that I saw a couple of days ago. Now, this might be a post that doesn't apply to you or that doesn't resonate with you, but for me, it basically proved to be true in every single sense of the post. I mean, it is the epitome of the truth of what life is. It says, to think you can love God without being changed by Him is to think you can jump in the ocean and not get wet. To really love Him, you must understand that your life is going to be wrecked by Him. and built again into something beautiful and lasting. And the reason that I get sensitive or emotional reading that out loud is because I could sit here and catalog every chapter of my life, and you would think, I've had the worst life ever. That has been such a horrible life you've led. Why are you on here, and why are you so happy? And I think it took me a good 30 years of my life to come to terms with the fact that life isn't happening to me. Life is happening for me. Everything that is happening, everything that I'm going through is for a reason. The path is leading me somewhere, but there's no shortcuts. If you want to get somewhere good, you have to go through the rough, hard, challenging parts of life. You know, life isn't easy. No one said it was going to be, but no one said it was going to be this hard too. The thing is, it boils down to how bad do you want it? How bad do you want to be happy? How bad do you want to accomplish something? How bad do you want love? How bad do you want a family? How bad do you want to have purpose in this world? How bad do you want to have a namesake? You know? And it's that tenacious, I won't back down. And when life knocks me down, I will, crawl. And when I can't crawl, I will lay, but I will not give up. It's that mentality of, you can do better. You're gonna get somewhere amazing and special and important. You just can't give up, because we don't get to decide our timeline. That is not something that is in our control. We do, however, get to decide to keep going. And the timing of our life is perfect. If you were to tell little 8-year-old me that got beat up in the playground that I was going to be, assaulted in college and get divorced before 30, I don't even remember how old I was, 32, and that I was gonna be doing videos on the internet, and if you would have told me all of these things were gonna happen, I would have been like, the fuck they are. But they have, and we're here, and we're still smiling, and we're still excited about what else is gonna happen. The point of this long introduction to a elopement announcement video is to say that we don't get to decide what happens in our life. We do get to decide our perspective and our attitude, and we also get to decide if we wanna keep pushing through, and if we want to keep persevering, and we want to keep getting up every time we get knocked down, because that's what's going to happen. In order for us to get somewhere big, we have to learn all of these lessons. We have to learn and unlearn all of these things that maybe aren't conducive to the vision of life that we have in our minds. So yeah, I want the fairy tale life here, but I can't get here when I've learned all of these bad habits, bad patterns, all of these habits that are not conducive to get here. So in order for me to get here, I have to do all of this. And there's long pauses and breaks in between before I can get here. And so it's having that understanding that if we want something really good and really tasty, it's gonna be really hard work. So today we're going to talk about dresses, heels, photo albums, and such a exciting time in our lives. So Parker and I met, we got engaged in a year, and we got married a little bit over 2 years. After 2 years, we met because of Match.com, and the only reason I had a Match account was because Match was one of my sponsors 3 years ago. During that sponsorship, I met a photographer named Connie, and she and I became really good friends. And Connie was also the angel that took the beautiful pictures of us on our wedding day. She was the only other person present, and so I can't thank her enough. It's so weird, she was someone that taught me such a beautiful lesson when I did that campaign with Match, and she got to, come full circle and take our wedding pictures as well. So it's just, I'm telling you guys, we don't get to decide the timeline, but it's always perfect. And it may not seem perfect when we're in a ditch, but it's always perfect. So let's get started with just the basic details. If you guys wanna know about the makeup, the details of the makeup, this is the exact makeup look that I did for our wedding day. It's the same exact makeup look. If you wanna see that makeup look, I recorded it for you guys and it's coming up probably this same week. I used all my favorite products. I didn't have a methodology behind the whole thing. There was no reason for why I did what I did. It was just my favorite products. I love how they feel on my skin. I love how they perform, and I like how they work together. This is also the look that I did or have done for several meetups already. And I just like the way it looks. So we went with it. So if you wanna see this makeup look, I will leave a link to it in the description box below. The lip color that I'm wearing is from Huda Beauty, and it's the liquid lipstick in Trophy Wife. It is a very beautiful deepened mauve shade. I love it. It's like the perfect fall color ever. When on my nails, I had a standard zero pigment white. There was no shift shade or anything to it. It wasn't a pink white, it wasn't a gray white, it wasn't a blue white, it was a straight up white. It's the shade HD from Olive and June, which is weird because I don't have nail polish on right now and I feel naked. This never happens, right? So this is the color that I wore on my wedding day. I do prefer a thinner white polish. So I would have wished that I had gone with an Essie Blanc perhaps, because the base of that lacquer is a lot thinner and it's easier to apply. This one here is fully opaque in one coat, and after 2 coats it gets goopy, and I feel like you can see, it's probably just in my head you guys, but I feel like you can see the goopiness. It's definitely, I bet you guys it's totally in my head, but anyway. Now, so many questions about the dress. This is a dress that I bought from lulus.com, and I actually got this dress because I wanted for us to take pictures in Mexico on our honeymoon. This was gonna be the resort dress that I wore for the pictures. So Parker and I got engaged in June in Mexico, and I wanted for us to do our honeymoon in the same resort in this dress. So kind of do like a 1 year later, now we're married picture session, photo session. Well, Corona hit and ruined everything. And when I say ruined everything, I mean literally ruined everything. So Corona shows up and screws everything up, and we're just like, you know what? Do we even want to get married? Do we even want to be together? And so it was just one of those things where we just decided, let's put a pin in it and not schedule anything. After months of working on ourselves and working on our relationship together, we came to the conclusion that this is something that the power belongs to us. The power belongs to our love. The power belongs to our commitment. The power belongs to our union. The power doesn't belong to a pandemic. The power doesn't belong to other people's opinions. The power doesn't belong to our co-parents. The power belongs to us together as a partnership, to our loyalty, to our commitment to each other. And what do we want for ourselves? We want to be together, and we want to be together on our terms. And so we just did this little love in the time of Corona. And by we, I mean me. This little spine on the photo album. It's a way for us to say, you know what, 2020 is a year, but we have something to look back on that takes away the crappiness and that makes it a good year. I decided, you know what, the dress that I had originally bought for my wedding is not something that makes me feel good about getting married in a courthouse. I want to use the long lotus lily whatever dress that I got from Lulu's that was $59, and that's a dress that I'm going to wear. It is something that I think is flattering for someone that has no bust or very small bust. I really love the high slit that it has. It was a dress that is not revealing in any way, but still makes me feel really sexy and really elegant. And so I want to look back on this moment and be like, I felt hot. I was hot in my own way at my age with my kids, in my state of mind, in my season in life. I felt hot, and that was what I was going for, but I still wanted it to be Dani. Parker and I did this fun couples quiz, and the quiz said, what is your partner's favorite color? And his answer was animal print or tie-dye. And while you may ask a average person or just a random Joe off the street if tie-dye and animal print are a color, and they're gonna say no, but the man of my dreams, the man that I married, knows that my love language, that my favorite color is in fact leopard print or tie-dye. So you better believe that on my special day, I wanted to wear leopard heels. And I wasn't just gonna do a standard old leopard heel or like a clear heel. I wanted something that was elegant and sexy and had some sort of flair to it. Because listen, if you're already gonna wear leopard, you might as well live it up. So I found these at DSW, and Nordstrom Rack, I believe, also has them. Jessica Simpson, it is the Alira heel. It is a satin pump, and it has this beautiful rosette detail. It comes in different patterns. I think they have like this watercolor, beautiful watercolor floral print to it. It's so gorgeous. They're very comfortable, but I also have narrow feet. So if I don't have shoes with an ankle strap like this, they're not gonna stay on. And I wore the same nail polish that I had on my fingers, on my toes as well. So I wanted to talk about these. They did get clearanced out. So if you find them now, they're not gonna be full price, but they probably are gonna be hard to find in all sizes. So I found those at the Rack for $49. The earrings that I wore, I wanted them to be simple, but again, also elegant. These are some studs from Kate Spade, and I really love Kate Spade earrings because she does stones really well. These are not expensive earrings. They are not high quality metals. I mean, it's not anything that is going to break the bank. It's not a precious stone, but for some reason, she has this knack at nailing the sparkle of stones so beautifully. And so when I saw these at Nordstrom, I knew I had to have them. I think my entire outfit, from earrings, heels, dress, heels, the entire outfit was probably less than $150. I'm pretty sure it was less than $150. I will link these for you guys. They are still available. They're not like limited edition or anything. I will track down those heels for you guys. I will also link them. And so many of you guys asked me about this dress, and I actually sent you guys the direct link on Instagram. To those of you that reached out to me on Instagram, I sent you guys a direct link because so many of you were like, hey, I'm also getting married and I love your dress. Listen, nobody said that your wedding dress had to be $2,000. Nobody, like nobody made that rule. That is not a thing. My first wedding dress, I think, was $150 or $200. So the price of the dress means nothing, you guys. $59, $200, you know what I mean? The other thing that I wanna share with you guys are our masks. I got these masks on Etsy. They are super breathable. It's that super stretchy cotton, like cotton pajamas cotton. It does have a pocket, so if you guys wanted to put a filter in there. I bought these for the courthouse because you cannot go into a government building right now and not wear a protective mask. Now, we did have an amazing judge that allowed us to decide if we wanted to wear our masks or not. So we did have the option to do that. But in order to physically get into a government building, you need a mask. And I think it's the least you can do during a pandemic. If you're gonna have other people present, if you're gonna have other people helping you accomplish this milestone, the least you could do is protect yourself. So I found these on Etsy. It was a 2-pack, and they have the Mr. one in heather gray. So Parker's was like a dark heather gray. Mine was white. They also have black and white, and they also have the option of the rose gold lettering or gold glitter lettering. So I just got the standard gold, but they also had rose gold and glitter gold. Now, I wore this over a full face of makeup with lip color on, but I made sure to set my face with All Nighter from Urban Decay, and I also laundered this. Put it in the washer, took it out of the washer, and nothing got on it. So this is what we were wearing. This is what we were wearing for the, look at, it's magical spray, you guys, let me tell you. This is what we were wearing. So many of you guys are asking like, hey, I've postponed my wedding enough. I wanna get married. Where did you get those masks? These masks are from Etsy. I will link them in the description box below. The other thing that I wanted to talk about is our beautiful photographer, Connie. So if you guys are in the Dallas area, Connie is actually a freelance photographer. She does some work for Match.com, which is how Parker and I met. She also does family photography or children's photography. She is just one of those angels on earth that is able to take basic, just average day moments and capture them perfectly. And I wanted Connie there because not only did she take the pictures that I posted on my Match profile, 3 years ago. But I also wanted her there because she is the type of person that can identify the beauty in anybody. She can find the beauty in anyone, and she can make you love the parts of yourself that you love the least. She finds the beauty in everything. And she's one of those photographers. It takes a gift. A lot of people think they can go out and buy a fancy camera or an expensive lens and then they're, boom, instantly a photographer. It takes a gift. It takes a gift to be able to see your surroundings, recognize light, see what people's strengths and weaknesses are, asks you the right questions to capture that candid moment between you and your partner. The random conversations that she and I were having in order to capture the moments that she was able to capture for us on our special day. I mean, she has a just true, genuine gift. And so I wanted to give her a special shout out for being there. I mean, I gave her like 4 days notice. It was a miracle that she was available for us to be able to capture these moments. She took every opportunity that she could to really freeze that moment in time. She wanted to take pictures of us individually, and both of us were like, no, I just wanted to be there with my Parker and just love on him and hug him and just make sure someone was there to hit click, you know? But Connie went above and beyond. She's like, no. Give me something, do something. Do you remember this or whatever? And she would like remember anecdotes or stories or things like that that would just, they make you light up from the inside out. And that's when she takes the picture. And so Parker and I didn't want to take individual pictures. And when we saw her work, I was like, I am so glad she made us do that. So it's like I was telling you guys, she's just able to really, take the picture at the right moment in time and capture that perfect. This is my where is it? This is my entire life with Parker right here. Like this, if you were to describe our entire life together in one picture, it's this. This is literally it. The stuff that comes out of that man's mouth. It was a day that was quote unquote ruined for us by external reasons. And it was a day that we took back, and we were able to take it back, make it ours, and make it memorable and really get what we wanted out of this special day. Connie did a good job about that. Parker was so excited about the whole thing. I asked you guys on Instagram, I said, hey, you guys, you need to tell me which photo album companies you use to print your photo books, because there are so many and it's so overwhelming that I need some guidance. So you guys told me about Snapfish, you told me about Chapbooks, you told me about Shutterfly. Some of you even emailed me or direct messaged me promo codes, discount codes, stuff like that. I scoured the net through all your recommendations, and the easiest site that I found to use was Mixbook. This is not sponsored, by the way. So I ordered our album on Mixbook. I'm a fan of an album that I can pull out and I can look at whenever I want. And if I spill coffee on it, it's not gonna break my heart. Or if my child gets sticky little chocolate fingers on it, it's not gonna break my heart. So I wanted to make an investment in a photo album, but a photo album that looked like a coffee table book, and that if someone came to visit us at home, they were able to look at it and feel comfortable touching it. So many photo albums have that tissue paper in between, and they're in a box and then a silk cover, and you just take it out on special occasions. That's not what we're about. That's not the kind of people we are. That's not what we wanted. We've already done the big weddings. Like, we wanted to do it perfect for us this time around. And so we went with Mixbook. And the reason I liked Mixbook was because they had probably like 20 different wedding templates. Pre-made templates, y'all. All you have to do is decide which design of book you want or theme. You click on it and the pages are pre-made, and you just drag and drop your pictures. You crop them, you center them, you shift them, or you zoom in or zoom out on them. If you don't like a specific page, there were some pages on here that had like quotes. A lot of them had, like, see, this one says adore at the bottom. I like that, so I kept it. But there were other pages like this one here. It had a quote down here Something about love, and they're beautiful quotes. I just don't want a quote in my photo album. I just want photos in my photo album. So it gives you that liberty where it's like super easy to use. You can move stuff around. You can eliminate pages. You can add pages. You could change the spine. You can add words to the back, which is what we did. And it was just super easy to use. So I wanted to shout out you guys for recommending all of the brands or companies that you guys use, but Mixbook for us was the easiest to use. I think it's one of those things where all of the pieces fell into place when they needed to fall into place. And this whole experience, my relationship with Parker has been the solidifying proof that I've needed my entire life, where we don't get to decide our timeline. Things happen when they need to happen because they need to happen. And in order for the things that we want to happen to actually happen, there are so many things that we need to learn. There are so many things we need to unlearn. There are certain habits or behaviors that we need to recognize, accept, modify, change. You know, there are certain life experiences that we need to work through. There are certain things about ourselves that we need to learn to love and actually embrace and fully accept. And so we don't get to decide how our life happens. We don't get to decide when it happens. We can have goals and we can have a vision of where we want to end up, but we never, ever, ever, ever get to decide how it happens. There is a very specific timeline that all of us have to go through, and the timing, you guys, if you ever believe anything that I say, this is it. The timing is always perfect. And it may not make sense because you're going through a divorce. It may not make sense because you've had a miscarriage. It may not make sense because you were assaulted. It may not make sense because you have a challenging relationship with your family. All of those things happened to me. But I'm here and I'm telling you, trust the timing of your life, because everything teaches us something that we need to learn before we get to where we want to be. So life is so beautiful, and it's the one thing in this entire world that gives us an infinite amount of chances. It doesn't matter if you mess up once, twice, 4, 5, 12, 30 times. You get a brand new chance every single day that you open your eyes. So many times we waste our life thinking, what if? What if I had done this differently? What if I had said this differently? What if this hadn't happened to me? What if he hadn't cheated? What if I hadn't left? You know, there's so much time that we waste wondering how our life could be so much better. Our life is better right now in this moment, and it could be better tomorrow, but we're in control of what our perspective is and what our attitude is and how we feel about things. So I can tell you this. More yucky things have happened in my life than good things, but the good things have been so 100% utterly worth it. So if I had to go through the fire and the storm and the flood and the hurricane and the pain and the torture of everything I went to for those few moments of glory and happiness, like healthy kids and bonus daughters and an amazing man that loves me, even when I don't love myself, I would do it every day, over and over and over again in a heartbeat. So today, count your blessings. Think about how lucky you are and how much you've learned and how far you've come. And when life kicks you and knocks you down, remember, the best things in life get completely torn down before they can get rebuilt. So maybe right now you're in a season of rebuilding, and that's okay, because guess what? Out of all of that is gonna come amazing, wonderful, beautiful memories, happiness, strength, power that maybe you don't feel you have right now. Don't lose hope, you guys. Hope is everything. Hope is everything. I never thought in my 8 years on YouTube that I would be doing an I got married video. But here I am with my $59 dress from Lulu's. You guys, I love you so much. You have been through the thick of it with me. You have been through a divorce with me. You have been through a pregnancy with me. You have been through so much of it with me. And the least I could do is do this video for you guys where I get to talk to you about my leopard heels. You guys are wonderful. You're amazing. You are a part of my unlearning and relearning journey. And I need you guys to come with me on this path. Don't leave me. Don't stay behind. Tag along with me, because you guys, life is an adventure and it's way more fun with friends. So thank you guys for being my friends. Thank you for sticking around. Thank you for supporting all of this craziness. You guys are absolutely wonderful. So amazing. If you saw anything in this video that you liked, that you enjoyed, that maybe you need to take your power back and have your Corona wedding, then I will make sure to list and link all of these things for you guys in the description box below. But again, from the bottom of my open heart, thank you guys for being a part of this journey. You guys are absolutely wonderful. I love you so much, and you know what to do. If you found this video useful, entertaining, and learned something, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. And until next time, this coffee break is over. Bye guys!